you don't know what is an anamorphic lens, so probably this video is not for you. But if you decide to stick around, I'm gonna speak about my experience with the PAVO Anamorphic series. And just to make it clear, this video is not gonna be about the very technical specification of this series, but more about my experience with them, how they perform, what are the advantages and disadvantages that I found with this series in my daily work. But one important clarification that I want to say is that DZO did send me the kit of 28, 55, 100mm, but under any circumstances they asked me to make this video and to say something specific to you. What am I about to say is completely my experience, my opinion, and they did not have any influence in this for me. The second thing that I want to clarify is that the kit that I have is a demo version and it belongs to the first batch of production. And why this is an important point, you will see later in the material that I'm going to show. So the DZO PAVO series has a ratio of 2, and this means that you need to squeeze the footage by 2. Usually the anamorphic lenses that are in the market with such squeezing ratio are super big, heavy, really bulky. With the PAVO series, DZO has succeeded in designing lenses that are both compact and lightweight. Actually, the fact that every lens weighs between 1.2 and 1.8 kilograms is a huge advantage, because like I said, similar anamorphic lenses with the 2x squeezing ratio has a weight of 2, 3 or even more kilograms, and I like to keep my rigs as lightweight as possible. But with the construction factor that DZO has achieved with this series, makes them much more compact and lightweight than the average, but also much less prone to incident light and with much more controlled flare. And here I'm going with the next point for these lenses. When someone says this is anamorphic, what is the first thing that is coming to your mind? The flare, right? That beautiful blue, green, orange flare. But besides that, what makes anamorphic super appealing is the bokeh that it produces. But we will speak later about the bokeh. Some cinematographers use anamorphics for the flare, some others use them for the bokeh. DZO has made this series in a way that if you are not shooting directly into the sun, for example, you are not gonna get that flare. And this is a huge advantage, because like I said, some people like the anamorphic look that comes with the bokeh and don't want to get those distracting flares in the shot. But don't get me wrong, I really like that flare. But sometimes you simply don't need it. The PAVO series is available in 2 variants, blue and neutral. I have the neutral variant, and instead of the blue one that you can see here, the flare will get the color from the light source. With the PAVO series you can use a 95mm filter, but if you would still like to use a matebox, you can. Another advantage of the optical design of this range is the minimum focusing distance. Each lens in the series has a minimum focusing distance ranging from 40 to 90 centimeters more or less, making it perfect for very cool close-ups with anamorphic bokeh. If you have the chance to work before with DZO lenses like the Best Fit for example, you know that DZO lenses has a character, and the PAVO series is not a difference. You get a slight barred distortion, but this reinforces their vintage look alongside a rotating bokeh. This is something that you don't see very often in the anamorphic lenses, so you can identify right away the PAVO visual signature. The kit that I have came with PL mount, but it does also include the EF mount that you can easily exchange. And that was the first thing that I did when I got them. And the process is very easy. You just need to unscrew the PL mount and replace it with the EF mount that you got in the kit. Every single one of the lenses in this kit has a back focus adjustment screw, which is present in the rear part of the lens, and this can be easily adjusted. And why did I change from PL to EF mount? It's nothing about one is better than the other, it's just a matter of what camera you are using. And in my case I shoot with Canon and Blackmagic. So having the option to change from PL to EF gave me a lot of versatility and flexibility to use the lenses either with Canon or with the Blackmagic camera. Because the sample footage that you have seen during the whole video, you might think that the PAVO series is not sharp and has an incredible chromatic aberration. And that's true, but only for the sample units. When I got the kit, the first thing that I was doing, it was comparing the sharpness with the best fit series, and the difference was huge. So I decided to reach out to DZO to get an explanation for that. And the answer that I got was that the demo units are part of one of the first batches in the production of this lens. And like everybody knows, and this applies for every production field, either a computer, a phone, or lenses, first demo batches might have some issues. But back in September, when I was invited to the IBC in Amsterdam, I had the chance to try the actual units that they are shipping nowadays. And the two issues that I have, chromatic aberration and not sharp enough, are gone. I couldn't see any chromatic aberration in those units, and the image was sharp. Just incredible sharp. But that doesn't mean that I can use these lenses in my projects. And here comes the explanation why I prefer to speak about the experience using a specific equipment than the specification that you can read in a document. Obviously, the specifications of everything is very important, but more important is to test and check the equipment to see if it's suitable for your workflow. And after that, you just need to learn how to use the advantage and disadvantage of this equipment. So like I said, the lenses that I have, it's incredible, I love it, and we have had some time to know each other, to understand each other, the advantages, the disadvantages, how to use it to get the result that I want. So am I happy with the PAVO series? Yes, definitely. So this has been my experience over the last couple of months that I've been using these lenses, and without any fear, I can easily recommend these lenses to everyone. And that's everything for this video. I just wanted to give some insights about my experience with the PAVO series. I want to say thank you to DZO for supporting me, but most important for being honest and transparent with the user and answering and clarifying things when users like me have some questions about their lenses. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time.